So would you have sent him?
Yeah, probably just to
I
see
mean,
what happened.
knowing what the outcome is on this side, if you went back in
I'll
time.
know what the outcome is, but yeah, I didn't think. I thought, I don't know. It's like the idea that Salvi would hit the guy in. You have a 30% chance, let's say 30% chance of scoring that run with 2 outs, really.
Yeah.
If you think you have a 30% chance of scoring the run, which I think you do on almost every throw from the outfield because there's so much that can go
It
wrong.
could go like any direction.
I think, well, you can look at that Hosmer play in 2015 because he would have been out had there been a decent throw. Yeah, that slide up there had future Royal Lucas Duda made a better throw, he probably would have been out. But the throw needed to be there, and then the guy would have to go and tag. And there's a lot more to that than there is, I think. And so even if one of those things is probably 70% chance of happening, the tag is probably also only 70% chance of happening. Multiply that together, it's a 50-50 play.
So do you think the Hosmer play from 2015 happened as a result of not sending Gordon in Game 7 the previous year?
No, but it's an interesting. It's ironic, I think.
They took the chance and it paid off.
Because I don't think
I
don't think it was the decision for Gordon to go or not. That was a coaching decision.
Right.
The decision for Hosmer to go or not, that was Hosmer. And so I think.
But in theory, it was something they had talked.
I think the Royals would have if he had been waving him or stopping him, Jershely or whoever would have been the third. I think what was it, Jershely in both years would have been. I think he would have stopped him and said, "Don't do it."
Yeah.
But again, he might have. Gordon could have, I guess, run through the sign, but I think it's less likely that's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah, because that throw, I kind of wonder, was Gordon closer to home than, for example, Escobar was when the ball was hit over Puig's head? Or did they not send him because Gordon was not as? I don't know. People always say he was going to get thrown out.
Yeah.
But I think, though, it's not that likely that Perez was going to get a hit against Bumgarner, whoever wasn't it Bumgarner pitching?
Right. There's more that has to go right from the throw perspective. Gordon's path is defined, right? So
because the throw could have been thrown and then cut off and then thrown again. So you could have two throws there, two throws and a tag. And again, if you say the throw is going to be good 80% of the time each time, 80% times 80% times 80%, that's less than 50%. I think that's less than 50%.
Yeah.
Or if you think 70% twice or whatever. And so, and even if it is 80% twice, that's 64% chance he's going to be out, 36% chance he's not. Perez is not going to have a 36% chance of scoring that run because he's only got one out to play with.
Right.
He's not a 360 hitter against Bumgarner.
Not against Bumgarner. Although didn't he hit a home run off of him earlier in the game?
Maybe, yeah, but that's, again, I wouldn't say that's yeah.
Well, I think that was part of the reasoning as to why they stopped him.
But again, you're not supposed. But those, matchup, those small sample size matchups are not what you're supposed to be playing with.
That's you and I having this discussion, not Ed Yost having this discussion.
Yeah, and you would think, well, even if you are thinking that, you think, well, Bumgarner is going to be mad that he let the guy hit a home run already, so he's going to be especially bearing down. Right. And I would say he was fantastic in that postseason. Wow. And especially with that game on the line, he was going to be really, really
he was going to throw 30 innings if he needed to, right?
Yeah. And the reason that Gordon did so well is because the outfielder made the mistake. Right. And the outfielder who would have thrown the ball back was also the guy who would have misplayed the ball originally. And it's not like – and I would trust, again, Bumgarner's play over those, the random left fielder and even over Buster Posey's catching it and tagging. So the more I think about it, I would have sent him, even though it seemed like it was an out. Partly because, again, I guess hindsight, we know we didn't make it, so we might as well try it. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It would have been so cool to see him, to see that, right? And
Yeah.
getting thrown out at home, that would have been so much more exciting.
For an end, like the bottom of the ninth inning.
Then it's like you really, really went for it.
Yeah.
And that there's something to be said about that, I think.
But just going for it, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of like I don't know. Yeah, like if you went for it on fourth down and you didn't make it in the Super Bowl or something, rather than kicking the field goal and tying it, and then the other team marches down and scores.
Hoping for playoffs.
A defensive stop, yeah, or something later. Yeah, I think going for it is always. I don't know. That's again. I'm not the again. I'd be more risk averse probably if I actually had the job of coach or manager. But